All right, let's do it.
Nope. No start.
Huh?
No start.
She's not starting?
No.
All right, so we got everything done. Got the cams in. We got these torqued in a torque sequence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. We did all that. We did these at 16. Okay. We did the timing belt. Got the timing belt on there. It's tight. It's not coming off. And we torqued that tensioner. We're good there. We just did the valve lash, so we did 6 in the exhaust on the intake side and 7 in the exhaust side, so we're good. Okay, everything's verified. We did everything good. We did 1 and all that. We went in the firing sequence, so we're back to, we should be back to number 1. Yep, should be back to number 1, so we're good. Got the distributor in. We got it hooked up. So now we need to do the valve cover. We got the power steering in. Right there, we got that all torqued down. These torqued down. This one's tight. The belt's tight. The power steering belt's tight. I think we're good. I think we're good. Should need to figure out this. I really think that we should do that. Move the battery back there. We can move this over there and get rid of these lines, you know, and then just run back one that way and one that way, and then run it over there. And then we can run our coolant reservoir tank over there too, since we have to move that cold air intake, you know, over one. But we'll do that later, so we'll figure that one out. But we're just trying to get her started up. Okay, got new oil, so don't want any coolant in the oil. We don't want to go through that mess again. That was a big mess, so we're going to drain the oil. We got some Castrol Edge 10W30 right there, so we got that. We got another thing of coolant, so we should have 3 things of coolant, right? 3 gallons. Okay, so since the engine is pretty much flushed out, the galleys are flushed out, the radiator's flushed out, everything's good. So we'll put new coolant in it. I got everything else good to go here, all the fuel injectors and everything in. So let's put the valve cover on, and then we'll get that, put some RTV right here, there, and then right on the other side, right there, and right here. I already put some underneath the cam caps right there. That's what it says to do on those, and that's why it was leaking a little bit on that side. So same thing with this side. I put a little bit right here, and right here, and right here, because there's really no gasket sitting over here. There's just a little O-ring. Well, basically, it's a gasket, but it's got an O-ring in the inside and a little wire spring, and that just holds it right in place. So once you torque these down, these should be good. So let's get the valve cover and let's place it on, and we'll get that in. We'll get the spark plugs in. We'll get the spark plugs wires in, and then we'll figure out what else we need to do. So we got the valve cover in. We put the RTB around there, here and there, and there and there, and then right there where the cam bolts are. So we're good. Everything's good. So we got a good tight on the tensioner. We got about about a 1/4 inch slack, so we're good there. Okay, everything else is good. Got these ones tight and those ones tight there. We use the low profile gasket things. I don't know how much I like it, because it does leak a little bit. So we might eventually go with the nuts, because I want to change this back to I want to change this to here instead of right there, because a lot of people say that you should do this to the valve cover, because the valve cover is actually torqued to here. But as of right now, we have this one. So now we need to put our spark plugs back in. It's right here. So this is number 1, and then number 2, number 3, and number 4. I left them like this so we know which one goes where. So I need to get those in next to drain the oil, and then I need to make an exhaust gasket for the 4.2-to-1 header right there. And then we need to take this right here, and we need to tap and die this right here, because that nut came off kind of hard. So I just want to make sure that it'd be good to go. We pretty much got everything back together. We drained the oil, so I pulled the oil cap, put it over there so we don't forget to fill it up with oil. We got to get the cold air intake on, but first I got to fill it up with oil. Okay, so we got Castrol Edge right here. This is what we've been putting in it, 10W30. So it's 5 quarts right here. We left the K&N filter on because we didn't start it after, and the K&N filter you can use more than one time for an oil change, so we're good there. So I'm going to fill this up with some oil, get this full. I got all the bolts for the header. They're all tightened down. Got these 3 bolts here. I had to replace this bolt because the stud was stripped out, which is right here. So you can see that the stud stripped out right there, and the nut wouldn't even go on there. So I had to get a 10 by 1.25 nut or bolt. We bolted it in there, put some thread locker on the bolt, put it through, and then I put a nut from the other side. It's got a bolt going through it, so it's thread went through here and then thread into the collector for the 4-2-to-1 header. Okay, so both the studs work. I had to retap this one to get that in there, but it's all tight. Everything's good to go. This thing's tight. This thing's tight. That's tight. Got the power steering hose on there. That's tight. So everything else is good. Got this on here. Got this rewired here. So this one came out. So this is good. I rewired the ECT, the engine control, engine coolant temperature sensor right here. So I rewired that one in there. I had to use the other plug. This one, I fixed this one, and then the 3 T's back there, they look so much better. Okay, everything's good. Got everything tight. Fuel rail's tight. So we're good. So let's fill it up with oil. Then I fixed the camber on this tire. As you can see, it's good now, but it was cocked like this on the inside, so it needed to come out on the top. So we're good there. We need to put the bumper brackets back in, but we'll pull the bumper later, get that on there. We just want to get it started, warmed up, and see how it's going to sound with the new exhaust gasket and the new head gasket. Yeah, that's right. New head gasket. Okay, so now we should be getting more compression. Make sure everything's good. We still got to fill up the radiator here. So we got 3 gallons of coolant to fill the radiator up, and then let's pull this off of here so we don't forget to fill it up. And then we got to figure out, after we get the cold air intake on, we got to figure out what we're going to do with the coolant reservoir tank, because now we're using this one right here, which is the old where the reservoir tank bracket went on, and then the reservoir tank went here, but now our cold air intake's gonna go there. So now we got to figure out where we're gonna put that, and that is right here. And then I got the kit in the box inside, so we're gonna figure that out later. So all right, let me get the filled up. Out here. So I finished filling the oil. The oil is good. So we're gonna put the cap on it. Okay. Put the cap on it. Make sure that it's right. Make sure that it's gonna sit down there right. There we go. Okay, got that. Got the coolant reservoir tank sitting over there. I just zip tied it for now so we can get the car started and get it run. And then I'm gonna figure out how to put a bracket in that corner. I think it'll be good there with the lid. So we're going to fill the coolant with the blue Zyrtec coolant right there. So Corey's going to fill it up. We're going to fill up the radiator and let it bubble down and fill it up. And then we'll get it started. And then while it's started, I'll fill up the rest. So I think everything's good. We got that tire off and we got the camber all set. So we're good there. We got it all tightened up with the Allen key on the bottom there. So everything looks good. Check the oil one more time, just to make sure that we're good here. And I think we should be good. Go ahead and check that oil. Make sure we're good. You have to do a couple fuel pump primes too. Okay, we're good on oil. Yeah. Nice and clear. Okay, everything should be tight. Let's just double check everything. Make sure that these are good. Might need a little bit more. This one's always a little bit loose, isn't it? This one's always a little bit loose. We should be good. We could possibly give it a little turn just to make sure, but we'll check it once we get it started. All right, go ahead, start filling up the radiator. Everything else should be tight. These lines should be tight. Everything else should be good to go.
The funnel.
So that's the last thing we need to do. So we're gonna get that filled up, and then we're gonna get a start. You ready? You excited? All right, it's been a few days, right? It's been about a week. All right, let's do it. All right, we're getting ready for the first start with the new APR head studs and everything. Just wanted to make sure that I have everything. We're connected right there. So I'm gonna go to display. Okay, I need to change this because we don't have everything that we need here. So I'm gonna have to change that. Okay, think everything is good. We checked the oil. Need to put a little bit more coolant in there. And we filled up the reservoir, so we're good there. I got a little bit more coolant here and here. Should be a little bit more. So we got the blue Honda coolant that we put in. And this stuff is really good. So now it won't be mixed with anything because we won't have any leaks. I took care of all the leaks. Okay, we're going to need some more. Okay, I need some more. I'll put a little bit more in here. Wait for this to load up, and we should be good to go for the first start. Make sure that the coolant's full. Filled it up again, so it's going down a little bit. Okay, we're good on everything. Give me a fuel pump prime one more time just to make sure that everything's good and we're not leaking. Okay, we're at 40. Went down. Don't see no leaks. Got enough fuel in there. Make sure I have everything hooked up here. TPS, map sensor, we're good. Everything else should be hooked up. Air intake, distributor. Let me double check the belt real quick. Make sure that we're good there. There. We're tight here. All right. Let's do it.
No start.
Huh?
No start.
She's not starting?
No.
No click?
Nope. Nothing.
Are you sure?
Clutch all the way down. Don't even crank. Do we have everything plugged in? The ground? Everything?
Yeah, everything should be plugged in. We got all the grounds plugged in. We didn't take any grounds off here. Make sure this is tight. Okay, that's tight.
Is there any air codes?
We're good there. Let me see. Error codes. Nope. No error codes. Display. Okay, I'm showing second. Sensor. 1 second. Vehicle. I want vehicle output. Vehicle sensors. Okay, TPS. That's what I want. TPS 0. Okay, push the throttle down. 99. Let it go. Okay, we're at 0. Okay, we're getting everything good. Our maps, IAT, ECT. We're good there. Try it again.
Nope. I just did.
A few moments later.
All right, take 15. Engine start. Go. got a lot of coolant coming off there. Yeah, she's smoking a little bit, but it's alright. There's a lot more compression. You can hear it. You can feel it.
It sounds cam.
Now she sounds like she's got a cam in it. Turn on the lights.
10 points.
There you go. See, we're at 10.
She's sounding better. She's sounding better.
Don't rev it yet. And make sure that the coolant's still up here. Yeah, you need to work it out. Get a little bit of coolant. Listen to this exhaust. No exhaust leak coming from there no more. I don't hear nothing coming from the car or from the engine part. I hear it all back here now. It's never been like that. It smells normal.
Smells like coolant.
Smell it. It smells normal. It don't smell like coolant or gas. It smells like exhaust.
Yeah, that's good.
We're good. I like it.
All we can do is drive her.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll give her a good drive, and I'll tune it a little bit, because she should be running at 14, and she's running at 11.4 right now. Yeah, she definitely needs tuned now. Again, listen to that though. Here, give her a little rev from in there, just a little bit. Oh. Pop. All right, go ahead and shut it off. Listen to this exhaust. All right, so we're back from our test drive. Everything is good. We're not leaking anything. Everything is dry. We are leaking from the heater hose going into the head, and we were leaking right down here, and it was coming down. I thought it was coming down from where the head gasket right here, but we are good. We're not leaking coolant, oil, anything. We are good. There's no coolant in the oil. So we went for a 25-minute test drive. Didn't overheat. 180. Didn't even have to kick the fan on. So I'd say that was a thumbs up. So we got the head gasket replaced, the Supertech head gasket from K Series Parts. We ordered the APR head studs. We got those in, got those tight. So we did them up to 80 foot-pounds. So we did them at 20, and we did them at 60, and then we did at 80, the torque specs, and we are good. We had a little bit of a problem getting it started. The battery, the ground for the starter came off, but we figured it out, and we got it started. We got the coolant issue fixed, so we're good. It didn't overheat. So stay tuned for the fuel pump and tuning and more body work. So if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. And we'll see you next time on JC Motor Garage. We're going to celebrate the head gasket not leaking and running good with the Rocky Patel Rare and some Crown Royal apples. Let's do it. Here, let me see. Light that up for you. There you go. There, now we should be good. Now we should be good. How is it?
Good.
It's good. Nice celebration. Hey, subscribe to JC Motor Garage. Hit 1,000 subscribers here soon. Celebration. Monetize. Let's do it. Ready? Let's do it.
Do it.